This video will show you how to place a slot zipper in 2 pieces of fabric. Begin by pinning your 2 pieces of fabric together. Lay your zipper down on the wrong side of the fabric near the seam where your zipper will be. The top teeth of the zipper should line up with the top of the seam while allowing a little amount for seam allowance at the top. Make a small mark at the end where the bottom stop is of the zipper. Begin by setting your stitch to a long basting stitch. On the 210, this will be a 5. And sew your 2 pieces of fabric together at 1/2 inch seam allowance. When you've sewn to the mark indicating the location of the bottom stop, change your stitch length to a 2.5 or 3, backstitch, and then continue to close the seam at 1/2 inch seam allowance. Remember to backstitch at the end of the seam. So you'll backstitch here, keep a nice large basting stitch, backstitch, change it to 3, finish your seam on 3, and backstitch. Press the seam open flat. Lay the fabric right side down with the ironed seam allowance facing you on a flat surface. Position your zipper right side down on the seam. Center the teeth of the zipper exactly over the seam and pin. The more accurate your pinning is here, the better your zipper will look. Baste the zipper by hand through the zipper tape and the fabric. Hand stitch across the bottom of the zipper just below the metal stop. When you're ready to sew the zipper on the machine, change the regular foot to the zipper foot attachment. Place the zipper foot to the left of the zipper and the needle position all the way to the right. Your stitch length is still at 2.5 or 3. With the zipper side of your fabric facing you, sew along the line on the tape down one side of the zipper, across the bottom, pivot, and up the other side, backstitching at the beginning and end. Remove your basting stitches with a seam ripper. For the last step, open your zipper carefully by removing your large machine stitches. Then tack the extended flaps of the zipper tape back and down out of the way.